I am in genuine shock that there exists anybody on the planet that could say such a thing as this. This just really isn't a very smart thing to say. In fact, it's a very ignorant and racist thing to say. And your ignorance is immediately noticeable within the first few words, considering you think cuneiform is a language. Cuneiform is a writing system that many different languages utilize. You are suggesting that I can't read Sumerian because I'm white. You're saying that you have to be a direct descendant of the Sumerians to be able to read it? So what, you think if you're a direct descendant, you just all of a sudden magically have the ability to be able to read it, right? Is that what you're suggesting? Would I also not be able to learn Mandarin because I'm not Asian? Do you see how stupid this is? Sumerian is a language like any other. It takes 3 simple things to be able to learn it: hard work, dedication, and intelligence. Do you possess any of those? Furthermore, this is not my translation. This was translated by Robert K. England. And yes, he's white. You're going to think he couldn't translate this? This is his education. 17 years of education. He has a master's and a PhD. He was a teacher and he had many publications. So on one side of the coin, we have this highly educated doctor of Assyriology, highly educated, many accolades, many publications, and much experience. Or we have your TikTok page, full of rambling, racist videos that denies proven world history, even going as far to deny the transatlantic slave trade.
Your people are not physically strong enough to bring us on boats to here.
Oh, really? And then what happened?
You and your people have zero business translating the cuneiform or any hieroglyphics when you have zero genetic connection to any of these things.
Oh, hold up there, champ. So there's a massive flaw in your logic here, mate, and your ignorance is shining on through. You, me, and every other human being on Earth share genetics with a fucking grape. So with that in mind, according to your own logic, I should be totally fine to be able to translate Sumerian. Anyway, hieroglyphs and cuneiform are 2 different writing systems. They're not related. And as I said before, cuneiform utilizes up to 15 different languages, and you do not need to be of a specific ethnic group to learn any of them. That's like me saying you don't know English because you're not white. It's fucking ridiculous, mate. I think you've got a lot of built up anger, frustration, and jealousy inside of you, and it's affecting your judgment and your health. Let me just perform a quick demonstration for you. So this is a figurine and tablet combo, obviously, written in Sumerian cuneiform. So according to you, I shouldn't be able to read this because I'm white. But I can read this, and I can read it fluently, because it's just a language like any other, and I've spent years studying this language. And it reads, Inanna, Ninayana, Ninani, Yonama, Nitakalaga, Luga Orumma, Luga Kengi Kyurike, Eani, Munatu, Kibe, Munagi, which translates as for Inanna, the Queen of Heaven's Temple, his queen, Yonama, the mighty man, the king of Ur, the king of Sumer and Akkad, his temple he built for him, and he restored it for him. How was I able to do that? Believe it or not, this is a very easy inscription to read as far as Sumerian goes. Here is the official translation by Robert K. England, the Doctor of Assyriology, and all of his colleagues translate it to be exactly the same. If you're so sure that I can't possibly read this because I'm white, then please tell me, what does this say? Because obviously you think you're of Sumerian descent. And by the way, the ethnicity of the Sumerians is not known for sure. Some scholars even suggested that they range from the Caucasus Mountains, Caucasian in other words. But please, enlighten me, since you're so sure of yourself, what does this say if it doesn't say what I've translated it to say? Because you're obviously of divine descent, so you have the ability to read this from birth, obviously. But seriously though, put your big boy hat on for just a second and think. I, and others like me, can actually read Sumerian. If our knowledge of the decipherment was inaccurate, more often than not, the inscriptions that we read wouldn't make any fucking sense, would they? But they do. Every single time I read an inscription, it makes sense. So yeah, use your head just a little bit, because you're not using your head at the moment, bud. But if you actually want to learn Sumerian, I can recommend some very good beginner books, because you clearly can't read it at the moment. But I'm not sure you have the will or the dedication.